Hello, MennoNerds vlogging community. It's Paul here, and today I'm going to purposely go overtime because I want to tell you a story. Now, before I tell a story, I first want to kind of address some of my previous bloggers' content, and those being Steve and Michael. And first of all, Steve, I was just really touched. I kind of teared up a bit as you just kind of shared of your friend that's passed away, and I sensed your grief, and I sensed your love for that man. And I just pray right now that God would be with you in this. I can't imagine some of the intense feelings you might be going through. So be blessed, my friend. Also, Michael, yeah, you shared about compassion, and I think it was just very pointed how compassion helps us break the chains. I was really inspired to, just even the little things I do to kind of to start practicing more compassion in my life. Now, to bridge between that and the story I want to tell, I'll just say this. All of us in practicing compassion and following Jesus and taking up our cross and having a lived out faith, we're going to go through adversity. We're going to hit tough times. We're going to go through trials. James puts it like this in the first chapter. He writes, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." So James really kind of expects us to go through trials, and they're going to refine us as people. But he does say, let it work in you. Let that kind of process affect you. Be changed by these adversities. Let it dig in deep. So in light of that, I want to share a story about how we face adversity. A young woman went to her mother and told her about her life and how things were so hard for her. She did not know how she was going to make it, and she wanted to give up. She was tired of fighting and struggling. It seemed as one problem was solved, a new one arose. Her mother took her to her kitchen. She filled 3 pots with water and placed each on high. Soon the pots began to boil. In the first, she placed carrots. In the second, she placed eggs. And in the last one, she placed ground coffee beans. She let them sit and boil without saying a word. In about 20 minutes, she turned off the burners. She fished the carrots out and placed them on a plate. She pulled the eggs out and placed them in a bowl. Then she ladled the coffee out and placed it in a cup. Turning to her daughter, she asked, "Tell me, what do you see?" "Carrots, eggs, and coffee," the daughter replied. Her mother brought her closer and asked her to feel the carrots. She did, and she noted that they were soft. The mother then asked the daughter to take an egg and break it. After pulling off the shell, she observed a hard-boiled egg. Finally, the mother asked the daughter to sip the coffee. The daughter smiled as she tasted its rich aroma. The daughter then asked, "What does it mean, Mother?" Her mother explained that each of these objects had faced the same adversity: boiling water. Each reacted differently. The carrot went in strong, hard, and unrelenting. However, after being subjected to the boiling water, it softened and became weak. The egg had been fragile. Its thin outer shell had protected its liquid interior. But after sitting through the boiling water, its insides became hardened. The ground coffee beans, however, were unique. After they were in the boiling water, they had changed the water. "Which are you?" she asked her daughter. "When adversity knocks on your door, how do you respond? Are you a carrot, an egg, or a coffee bean? Think of this. Which am I? Am I the carrot that seems strong, but with pain and adversity, do I wilt and become soft and lose my strength? Am I the egg that starts with a malleable heart, but changes with the heat? Did you have a gentle spirit, but after a hardship and trial, have you become hardened and stiff? Does your shell look the same, but on the inside, are you bitter and tough with a stiff spirit and a hardened heart? Or are you like the ground coffee beans? The beans actually change the hot water, the very circumstance that brings pain. When the water gets hot, the beans release the fragrance and flavor. If you are like the bean, when things are at their worst, you will get better and change the situation around you. When the hour is the darkest and trials are their greatest, do you elevate yourself to another level? How do you handle adversity? Are you a carrot, an egg, or are you a coffee?